Beloved Masters, as the old world order gradually slips away into the past and is slowly being relegated to your past lives' memory bank, a new day is dawning. At the omniversal and universal levels, the Supreme Creator is sending down the radiance of itself via the many great central suns and, in turn, it is now being filtered down upon Earth in great bursts of living flame of life via the sun of your solar system. In the months to come, you will hear more and more about the extreme and erratic activity coming from the heart center of the Milky Way galaxy, and of the increased sunspot and solar flare activity emanating from the sun of your solar system, all as a result of a momentous acceleration in the evolutionary process taking place in all manifested worlds. No one can hide or deny that something monumental is taking place on Earth, and if you have even a slight interest in what is happening in your solar system and galaxy, you are aware that dramatic and earth-changing events are occurring throughout the cosmos as well. The divine plan is unfolding perfectly as all the major players gradually assume their preordained roles. Yes, those of you who read and take heed of the wisdom teachings and instructions that proliferate the earth at this time are among the vanguard of enlightened ones, and you have an important role to play in the shifting of the ages drama. We have gradually and patiently given you guidelines and instructions over the years in order to prepare you for these times of great change, and in these critical years ahead, you will be thankful that you paid heed and took the necessary steps in order to move forward with a semblance of ease and grace. While steeped in your third, fourth dimensional reality, your ego mind and ego desire emotional body processed information through the filters of the subconscious mind, which functions from a polarized reality of duality and a finite existence. When you open the sacred heart, mind centers, your reality quickly transforms into a sense of oneness with the many facets of your beingness, our Mother, Father God and all creation, whereby you once again gain the ability to tap into the infinite possibilities of the omniverse, or the river of life, love containing the adamantine particles of creation. There are many facets of the creation process merging at this time, and many of the teachings of the masters, avatars of past ages are also coming together to create the new divine blueprint of the future. Teachings and techniques of the past are being updated, refined and unified, and all the great masters and beings of light from the past have powerful facets of their God selves stationed in the various cities of light in order to radiate their divine essence out into the cosmos. We have told you that the beloved Jeshua laid the foundation and seeded the earth with the divine blueprint of the future that is now unfolding. His main purpose was to prepare the way for the resurrection and ascension of humanity. The return spiral pathway that humanity is to follow was created and empowered by our Mother God and is now fully anchored and activated. In order for the new earth to reflect the full glory of the divine goddess, it was critical that the sacred heart center within Earth's crystal grid system be infused with the higher dimensional frequencies of oneness, a perfect balance of the divine masculine and feminine qualities, the attributes and virtues of our Mother and Father God. We, of the realms of light, are making available to you everything that is required to make this pivotal transition into the age of enlightenment. We are not bystanders, but co-partners and activate participants in these critical times of change. It is a great fallacy that our Father, Mother God, the Lords, Ladies of Light, and the vast angelic realms only interacted with and spoke to humanity some 2,000 years ago. Why is it that many people can accept the fact that, in the past, angels interacted and appeared before human beings regularly, and God spoke to various historic leaders, but no longer do so? It is time to awaken to the fact that you and the world are rapidly changing and a new reality is emerging which will demystify many of the old teachings, myths, and supposedly, infallible truths. Our Mother, Father God and the multitudes of light beings are actively participating in this evolutionary process, for all levels of creation are evolving and are being affected by the radiance of the Supreme Creator. You must understand that the changes we are speaking of are taking place in every area of this universal experience. First, you must gain control of your physical, mental and emotional bodies via a soul merge with your higher self. Thus begins the process of aligning your will with the will of our Mother, Father God and the Creator, thereby setting aside the agenda of the ego and reaffirming your intention to fulfill your divine mission. As the adamantine particles begin to flow freely into and from your sacred heart, an alchemical, transformational action begins whereby we can truly become co-partners with you. The awakening and integration of your sacred heart and sacred mind will change your world beyond your wildest imaginings. If you have followed our instructions, you have created your pyramid of light, power in the fifth dimension, and you are a regular visitor to the pyramid of light, which contains a holographic replica of the Earth. Many of you have also joined in creating group pyramids for specific purposes, and you have also created various pyramids for special projects in order to draw forth the essence of creation needed to bring your visions to fruition. Know this. In each one of these pyramids you have left an etheric replica of yourself which is constantly integrating the specific geometric patterns of light needed to create your new reality on Earth and also to lay the groundwork for your new existence in higher, more refined realms. Yes, you are not only active in the physical world, but you also have many facets of your God self in the higher realms with whom you are interacting. Have we not told you that you are becoming multidimensional beings? We gave you specific instructions and step-by-step techniques for accessing the frequencies from the City of Light in your area via your personal pyramid of light. By practicing the infinity breath, you fill your etheric replicas and physical vessel with adamantine particles, God particles of light. We will now refine and add more components to the process. Have you wondered why, several years ago, we instructed you to breathe in light and breathe out love when you go into the world pyramid with the intention of radiating love, light to humanity and the world? When you breathe in light, you are breathing adamantine particles into your sacred heart. When you breathe out unconditional love, the adamantine particles of pure God essence are empowered or ignited by your loving intention so that they can be used for the greatest good. You are the receptacle for these God particles and your love is the activator. Envision this. During meditation or your quiet time, preferably at least twice a day, morning and evening, take 12 full infinity breaths, and after the 12th one, pull in your abdomen and hold your breath for a moment or two. Now, as you take the next, or 13th, breath, see it flowing forth from your solar power center, sacred heart core, in the front of your body. The infinity pattern is now in a horizontal configuration instead of vertical. On the in-breath, the first flat loop extends outward in front of your body, and on the out-breath, the second loop extends from the back of your body, completing the infinity sign. Breathe in and out 6 infinity signs, and as you do, they will automatically create a pattern of 12 loops that completely surround you like the petals of a flower. As you breathe out the last loop, again, hold your breath for a moment before returning to normal breathing. Then, breathe in and out consciously as you envision the essence of creation flowing forth from you out into the world. Also, envision spirals of light connecting you to the world pyramid and the multiple pyramids that you have created in the higher dimensions, thereby sharing your particles of love, light with the world, as well as fueling your visions with the life force substance of all creation. Take a few moments to complete this reverent process by focusing on your sacred heart center so that you may feel the fullness there and the overwhelming love that pours throughout your body, for you are now connected to the river of life which contains an inexhaustible supply of adamantine particles. It is tangible, beloveds. It is real and it is the most wondrous, blissful feeling you will ever experience while in the earthly vessel, for you are experiencing the pure loving essence of the Creator. We have taught you how to pray without words by radiating unconditional love to humanity, the world and all creation, and when you add to that thoughts of gratitude and appreciation for all the blessings that have been bestowed upon you, you are praying in the most effective way possible. As your sacred heart comes to life again, it will become more sensitized to the adamantine particles flowing into and from your heart center. You cannot know or feel our Father, Mother God or the Creator through an idea or a nebulous thought or theory. It isn't enough to just know or think about God, you must feel the essence, the overwhelming love of the Creator within your sacred heart center. Then there is no doubt within your mind that you have reconnected with your God self and the oneness of all creation. The mind can be a competent servant, but without its connection to the Sacred Heart, it can be a controlling and destructive master. That is why it is imperative that you activate and empower both the Sacred Heart and the Sacred Mind. The etheric shield that protects your Sacred Heart, or the threefold flame as it was called in the ancient teachings, contains the qualities, virtues and attributes of the three God rays of this universe. As you fully ignite the diamond core God cell within your sacred heart center, these 3 God rays will begin to radiate forth and empower you with the attributes and qualities of divine will and power, divine love and divine wisdom. Gradually, the full spectrum, or the entire range of wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation, of the 12 rays of God consciousness will blaze forth as you incorporate and utilize more and more of your divine birthright. That is when you will truly become a master of light once more. Beloveds, do not fear the future, for when your heart and intentions are pure, you are sheltered within the radiance and protection of Creator Light. We will not tell you that there will not be stressful times ahead, for you must traverse the path of polarity and duality in order to reach the plateau of peace and harmony. There will always be challenges, lessons and opportunities to expand your consciousness as you integrate more of your divinity. Know that the situations or problems that come your way for resolution cannot be solved at the level in which they were created. You must rise above the conflicts of the ego self and view each situation through a filter of love, and from the vantage point of a self-master. Envision within your mind's eye a wholeness that has never been distorted, a world that has no imperfections, and a radiant, perfected you residing in this paradise. It is not a time for the faint of heart, for indecision or denial, for your world is radically changing whether you believe it or not. Isn't it time to accept the gifts we are offering so that you may move gracefully and joyously into the future? It is our greatest joy and honor to assist and serve you, and never forget, you are loved unconditionally. I am Archangel Michael and I bring you these truths. I am Archangel Michael.